Good morning, I'm Rick Stivers with Young Martin's Reels. This morning we're going to revisit this Johnson 98 that we did yesterday. Remember near the end of it I told you I was going to strip the line off, which I have done. And see, no more line. And I stripped the line off, but when I got done, when you push the button, it wouldn't stay in like that. All right, and I had to go back and figure out what in the world was supposed to keep this out to begin with. All right, so you take the side cover off. Down in here, there is a clip. See this clip? Well, if you watch, look, it no longer stays up. All right, and that's what I was encountering after I took the line off. So now I was in a quandary as to what was causing that. Well, what causes it to stay out to begin with? Well, the thing that causes it is this clip. In the schematic, it's called a block. And the reason, I guess, that they call it a block is, let's go ahead and take this apart a little bit. Let's pull the rotor off real quick so I can take the axle shaft out. All right. Now, when you take the axle shaft out, you will see that when you press in on the button here, it pushes this in like that. Well, when it goes in like that, it goes all the way to the point where this ledge right here goes across this clip. And this clip has a little bend in it that sticks in a little hole in the side of the housing. See that little bend right there? Well, that little bend fits inside that hole so that when that goes in, it's going to drop in behind that. And that's what holds that out. Now, what had happened on mine is it was just slightly out of bend. And so I put a little bend in it and I stuck it back in. Well, let's go ahead and do that. Let's put it in just like I did last night. You put it back in, get the gear to mesh back up so that it goes all the way. And then we put this clip back in. Now, when you put it in, you have to kind of angle it a little bit this way because otherwise this tip right here gets caught in the hole over here. So let's put this in. We're going to hook it around like so. And then we'll hold it over this way just a little bit as we push it in so that it doesn't get caught. And you push it all the way in and put the button back on. And the reason I want to show you guys, if it did it on this one, it's probably going to do it on somebody else's. So when you push the button, now the axle shaft stays out. As soon as you rotate the handle. Now what I found though was the next time I pushed the button, look, it didn't do it anymore. So I spent a lot of time. I spent like 20 different attempts putting that in, taking it out, adjusting it. And then finally in the end, I realized what was happening is the clip is just popping up. If you take the screwdriver, push the clip back down where you need it, push the button in, it locks. Okay, as soon as you wind it though, the clip's gonna pop back up. Well, what keeps the clip from popping back up? Well, you remember this hole right here that the side plate fits into? That is what holds the clip in place. And without the side plate, you'll never get that to stay on there. It goes on like that. Now, with the side plate, it will stay forever and ever and do like it's supposed to do. So, if you have one of these that is having this problem, you just need to adjust that little bend in that clip, but make sure to put the side case cover back on in order to hold it in place. Let's throw this back together real quick and we'll do a quick check on it. Make sure that I actually did fully repair it this time. Tighten the nut back down. There we go. Reel is repaired. All right. So hopefully this is the last time we're going to be visiting the Johnson 98. It seems to be working fine. I'd be happy to take this thing out fishing. I probably won't. I've got too many other reels that I've got to fish with. And it's not too often I go bluegill fishing anymore. So there you are. This is Rick Stivers of Young Martin's Reels, signing out.